talking about mobility and scuba diving. It means how easy can you move underwater, okay? And well, it involves a lot of topics. So today we are going to talk about fighting current, okay? There's actually, from my past experience, there's two types of current. One will be pushing you away. Normally, it happens only in one direction, where the currents, move you, block you from moving forward. Okay? And the other type that I experience is the pulling you one. And it often happens in many directions, like pulling you down, pulling you to the side, or pulling you back. Okay? This may caused by a strong current at the bottom and creates the flow that pull the water into that direction. And let's say you are in the water and you're pulling in, and also a whirlpool. A whirlpool will have that kind of same feeling as well. So how to counter these two different type of currents is with a different method. Today we only talk about this. Okay, we only talk about the pushing current. It means the normal current in one direction. Okay, with a mild, strong. So how to fight this current in a simpler way? Actually, I shouldn't use easy. It should be simpler way. Simpler is that your focus. A lot of people will focus on kicking. They will practice how to kick stronger, how to kick faster in order to fight this current. From my experience, that's not the main thing that you should focus on. Okay, so streamlining is more important than kicking. Okay, I think sometimes you have encountered this before, that you dive in a strong current and you fight and fight and fight, and you see the dive guide or the dive master next to you. It's just like slowly moving his fin. It's not even like finning a lot. Maybe you say that, oh, that is a more effective finning, and actually that's not all about it. Of course, effective finning is important, yeah, okay, but that's not all about it. Okay, so imagine the triangle. Okay, say this is your head, this is your body, this is your tank, this is your fin, and this is how you kick. Right, so there's a triangle shape here where the current coming from this side, see, evenly. So this is pushing a normal current, yeah, evenly. And what happened is, okay, they say you cut through the current. This is what you want. So basically, streamlining is more important than the kick itself. Of course, both is important, but comparatively, if you want to fight this current, the streamlining is more effective. Why? Because then you have the minimal resistance. Okay, especially if you need to raise your head to look in front, this streamlining is often more important. So you may need to tilt your body a little bit in order to keep the streamlining. This is all by feeling. It is not something that we can tell you and then you do. So spend one or two dive, go in the water, and then feel this streamlining. Okay, the neutral buoyancy, this is one thing, or slightly negative. Okay, this is one thing. And the second thing is like, start to position yourself, streamlining it. If your leg is sinking, then make it neutral buoyancy first. And then if your body have a lot of things dangling around, hold them, then put them in place. Because if you find a strong current before, if you notice, you may find out that those dragging holes is actually dragging you as well. You may not feel it, but it actually happens. Okay, so basically get the streamlines thing done and feel it first. Okay, then start to move slowly. Go to a mild current and practice. Start to move slowly by maintaining the buoyancy and streamlining. You found that you don't really need to kick a lot and you move a lot. Okay, and during a strong current, you found that it is almost the same, because if you can keep the streamline, the contact point is the same and this is minimum, and you are not really fighting the resistance of the current. You are actually minimize the resistance and then move your fins toward. You see, if you fin wide, you actually wouldn't bother, because you only the resistance is actually going behind. But if you are not streamlining, let's say this is you, okay, let's say your leg is sinking, and this is what happened. So what happened? Basically, you are going through the resistance more than fighting the current. So basically, no matter how effective is your finning, you are basically wasting effort on fighting the resistance of the current rather than rather than move forward. Okay, so that's one of the mobility that we want to talk about. Another thing is when you are fighting current, we always say that don't overexert yourself. You know, you're making the fighting even more difficult. Okay, why? Yeah, see, let's say you fight and fight and fight, you know, effective feigning, and then you start to breathe in and out hard. So this is what happened. Instead of moving in one direction, you know, it's a streamlining thing. Okay, you're moving one direction. Okay, see, one direction. So now you're breathing hard in and out. This is what happens. Okay, you float, you sing, you float, you sing. So what happened? Well, this is what you're fighting. Same, it's a resistance you're fighting. A lot of people spend a lot of effort getting stronger, getting fitter to fight current. Actually, they are fighting the resistance of it, not the moving forward of it. Okay, so always one thing is that streamline yourself. Streamline, of course, as I said, effective feeling is very important. The second thing is maintain your breathing. You know, the flow. You don't really have to breathe hard in order to fight hard. No. You separate these two. Okay, breathe steadily and then have a control. Never overexert yourself if you need to fight current, because if you overexert yourself, you won't enjoy the dive anyway. Okay.